Hi Capricorn, welcome to your 2020 reading for the year of 2020. This includes the months of January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December of 2020. If you hear any background noises, it is just my window open. So thank you for understanding. I'm currently getting over a cold. So that's why I have the window open, because I'm getting like the chills and then I get overheated. It's just like, but anyways, here I am. Thank you for being so patient with your reading. I'm excited to see what 2020 has in store. We have a lot of energy in Capricorn for 2020. For example, Jupiter's in Capricorn. All right. I believe Pluto's also in Capricorn. And a couple other planets are in Capricorn for a big chunk of 2020. So let's cleanse these energies. Let's cleanse these cards. And let's see what's in store for 2020. I want to preface this by saying this is for Capricorn Sun, Moon, and Rising, and all placements in between. Please be respectful of Capricorn, the zodiac sign I'm currently reading. And do not put in the comments, when are you doing this sign? When are you doing that sign? Because I'm going to get to that sign when I get to that sign. However, right now, we are focused on Capricorn. So I appreciate you all who are respectful of the zodiac sign Capricorn for the time being, okay? And I'm appreciative of all of you who are patient with me in me dealing with this cold. So let's jump right into the reading and see what's in store for the zodiac sign Capricorn for 2020. Make sure you guys share, comment with your friends and family. Like this video, hit the bell next to the subscribe button so you get notification every time I go live. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. And if you want a personal reading from me, I am available. Check out my website, LAMARR Or you can just email, or you can just text me or call me, at 703-791-9162. Okay? I do birth chart readings as well as psychic tarot readings. So what's in store for Capricorn? Capricorn Masigo for 2020. What's in store? I'm excited. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be an exciting year, Capricorn, I feel like, for you. Like I said, we have a lot going on with the planets. Jupiter is going to be in your sign until 2021. I did a psychic tarot reading on that. Check out that reading on my website, or you can just type in LAMARR TOWNSEND Tarot Jupiter and Capricorn 2020 reading, where I go in depth about 2020 and Jupiter and Capricorn and what that means for everyone, especially you, Capricorn. So it's interesting, Capricorn, we get the Two of Swords, which deals with a decision making, and it also deals with, I feel like, a decision in which you are manifesting something new, but this something new may not resonate with how people see you. It's almost like you're wanting to manifest something new, but whatever this new thing is, it would change people's perception of you. It would change what people identify you with or identify you as. So it's almost like some of you are wanting to manifest a new home, some of you are wanting to manifest a new job, but it's like this home or this job is something that you've been known for, you've been associated with for years. So this change that you're wanting to manifest would change people's perceptions of you. It would change your identity in some way. So there's something about change coming for you in 2020. And this change is going to change people's perception of you. But it's a scary decision for you, I feel like. It's a scary decision because you don't want the wrong perception to be the cause of people no longer wanting to be associated with you or wanting to do business with you in some way, shape, or form. But it's this change has to happen, Capricorn. Because there's something about this where you're no longer happy with how things have been going. You're no longer happy with how things have been working for you. So whatever this change is, it's change that you're doing for yourself. But it's funny because Capricorns, you guys are very caring people and very considerate people. But at the same time, it's like you guys will hold on to something until the wheels fall off. But by now the wheels have fallen off, Capricorn, and it's like you've fixed the wheels, you've even maybe, you know, put new wheels on it, but it's like the wheels kind of keep falling off of this thing that you're trying to work on within yourself, or this thing that you're trying to manifest or change within yourself. It's like you're getting all the signs and signals from the universe that it's time for a change, all right? And you can't base this change off of other people's opinions, viewpoints, or perceptions of you. You just have to go with the change. Wow. Some of you have been basing change that needs to be made. Some of you are basing change in your life that needs to be made off of other people. And this is a habit that you've had, I would say, maybe for the past decade, Capricorn, the whole 2010 era. I feel like this is something you've struggled with. Changes that you know you need to make on an internal level. Changes that you know you need to make on a personal level. But you're afraid of what these changes mean for you and others. But what Spirit in the universe wants you to recognize and realize is that this change is for you, okay? So whatever changes, whatever decisions you need to make moving forward in 2020, know, and especially if these decisions involve change, know that you're doing it for yourself, okay? Whether it is moving, whether it is leaving someone behind, whether it is deciding to get with someone, whether it is deciding to get a new job, whether it is, you know, changing your wardrobe, or it could be even something as drastic, or, you know, I guess it wouldn't be drastic, but it could be even something like changing your gender, you know, like, whatever it is, though, Capricorn, you have to see it as something that you're doing for yourself, okay? Not for the approval, not for the acceptance of other people. And it's interesting, Capricorn, because when you make these changes, when you make these decisions for yourself, people will accept you. Especially the people that are meant to be in your life. The people that are meant to be for you will accept you for who you are. Okay? There's something also, Capricorn, in 2020 where you're setting your sights higher. Okay? You are setting your sights higher in the sense of wanting more for yourself in 2020. Especially in terms of money and finances. Especially in terms of your sense of well-being, your sense of security, your home, a roof over your head. Some of you are, there's been an energy of complacency for a little while here, but moving forward in 2020, I feel like complacency is no longer in Capricorn's vocabulary. It feels like, you know, Capricorn, you're really learning the advantage of hard work, but also the advantage of challenging yourself. And then there's an energy here, once again, of other people. I feel like some of you have felt like you've had to compete, alright, against others, or you've had to compete for others, alright, or there's an energy of competition, and how do I say this? But really, the only person you should be competing with is yourself. Does that make sense? Some of you are definitely going to become more spiritual. And in the sense of you having, once again, your own internal relationship with your spirituality as well. It feels like, you know, maybe some of you have been watching, for example, a lot of tarot readers. I feel like in 2020, you're going to kind of dwindle the amount of readers that you're watching and only watch a select few, or you have that one specific psychic reader that you go to, or maybe it's not a psychic reader, maybe it's a priest or a bishop or something like that. But there's something also about your spiritual foundation that is becoming more concrete and solid in 2020. Okay. I have a client reading, so I'm going to do that client reading. I'm going to come back to this reading. So I'm back, and we're just going to do another spread. That was a powerful client reading I just had. Without spilling too many details, death, you know, is not an ending, okay? And maybe in some way, shape, or form, this has meaning for you, Capricorn, for 2020. A loss is not always an ending. A loss makes room for something new. Thank you for cleansing and clearing the energy of this deck from your past reading. In Jesus' name I pray and thank you. Amen, amen, and amen. Let's get back into your reading, Capricorn, for 2020. You had some good insight come out about change, alright? And you wanting more, you striving for more in 2020. Let's see what other information comes out for you all for the new year, 2020. Wow. We get the Hanged Man, which once again deals with the changes you want to make. But being apprehensive, Capricorn, I would say in 2020, it's a good deck. It's a good year to make changes, Capricorn. Jupiter's in Capricorn. You know, Jupiter's all about change. Jupiter's all about taking risks. Okay. Okay. So, you know, it's definitely a good time to make changes. And it's a good time to get out of the energy of feeling complacent or stuck, Capricorn. Some of you have been feeling complacent and stuck for too long. And many of you are wanting change. Some of you don't know how to go about that change, but you have to get rid of and negate the worry, the fear, the mindset, the thoughts, the words you speak, you know, that block this change from coming in. Such as, oh, it's never going to happen, I don't have enough money, you know, I don't have the looks, you know, I don't have this, I don't have that. You know, stop telling yourself you don't. Stop telling yourself you can't, Capricorn. Alright? Because you can and you will. Some of you may definitely... There's an energy of childhood nostalgia. And something you've always wanted to do since you were young that you're going to have the chance to do in 2020. Sometime in 2020. And it's interesting, I'm feeling March or April. Something could come up where it's something you've always wanted to do, something you've always wanted to achieve, becomes a possibility. And I would say for you, Capricorn, 2020 is a year of possibilities. A year of change. A year of all your dreams coming true. Okay? And it's interesting because the only person that's stopping yourself from making these changes, from manifesting your desires, is you. And I'm going back to your childhood. And I'm going back to your childhood self. And maybe there's an energy where when you were a child, you were told no. You were told you can't. You were told you're never going to be able to do that. Or in some way, shape, or form, maybe as a child, you were not loved, alright, the way you wanted to be loved. Maybe you weren't nurtured the way you needed to be nurtured, alright, but it feels like your dreams, your goals, your aspirations, there's something about your childhood self, Capricorn, that you're healing in 2020. And in healing your childhood self, Capricorn, you are allowing for newness to come through. You're allowing for really your dreams and desires to manifest. There's something here, Capricorn, where as you heal parts of yourself, you're glowing. You are showing up in certain atmospheres with an aura of happiness, an aura of peace. And people are going to be attracted to this in you, Capricorn. People are going to be attracted to the peace that you are emanating from your aura, emanating from your energy. And this peace that you have, it's an inner peace. It's an inner peace that comes from healing inner wounds. Wow, Capricorn. I'm about to cry. And some of these wounds come from family. Some of these wounds come from certain situations that you experienced in the home. Some of you may continue to experience these things. Remember, we were talking about Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and all placements in between. But there's also something about, once again, there's an energy of not getting the support that you felt you needed, or not having the support that you feel you need, Capricorn, from those you love the most. And it feels like at one point this hurts you to your core. The fact that you didn't get the support, you didn't get the love, you didn't get the nurturing from the people that you loved, and in some way, shape, or form, you nurtured the most. Remember, Capricorn, at the beginning of this reading, I was alluding to the fact that some of you will, saw off your arm or your leg to save someone else. And the beauty in that is that when you've got a friend in a Capricorn, you've got a family member in a Capricorn, when you've got a lover in a Capricorn, you've got a lover, a family member, or a friend for life. But there's something here, Capricorn, where you've realized that just as you would do for others, others would not necessarily do for you. And that's not all people, but a good amount of people in your life you've realized aren't there for you the way you need them to be. But there's something about in 2020 where you're realizing, Capricorn, that you need to live for yourself. It's time to live for you, Capricorn. No more living for others. No more living vicariously through others. No more allowing people to live vicariously through you. Because it's interesting, the people that live vicariously through you want you to be a certain way and stay a certain way. They don't want you to change. But 2020 is the season of change for Capricorn. It's the season of change for everyone, but for Capricorn especially, it's the season of change for Capricorn. And sometimes what you see as other people holding you back is really you holding you back because you feel like you need these people, alright, to feel safe and secure, or you need the support from these people. But it's the same feeling of you feeling like you need the support, or you need people in your corner that's been holding you back. A big part of this is family. Also, a big part of this, Capricorn, is friends. And being disappointed in family and friends. Also being disappointed in lovers. Husbands, wives, girlfriends, boyfriends. There's something, Capricorn, where you've stayed the same for people who have changed and not given a second thought about the fact that you stayed the same in a lot of ways and have not changed in order to keep certain people in your life. But no more, Capricorn. And these changes that you plan to make within yourself, Capricorn, it's gonna upset a few people. Alright? The changes that await you in 2020, it's going to upset a few people. And I especially feel change really hard somewhere around November or December of 2020. People that expected you to be there for them. People that expected you to drop everything, for them. May not get that luxury moving forward. Especially if you, or if they weren't doing the same for you. And it's interesting because I feel like some Capricorns, it's like when you go through something, people see it as trivial. It's like, oh, you'll be fine, Capricorn. You know, take a bath, eat some bonbons, watch some TV, you'll be fine. But really, what you're going through is hard. Trials and tribulations. It's difficult. But people don't always see that with you. But it's interesting when people go through things and they come to you, you could see that whatever they're going through is trivial. But you, once again, you would saw off your arm or your leg for that person. But would they do the same for you? Am I preaching to someone right now? Or what? Some changes are coming in terms of your work, your job. Okay? Some of these changes feel like they are out of your control. This could be the energy of layoffs. Structural changes at the top that will affect, you know, trickle down to the bottom kind of changes. You own your own business, you know, you are wanting to do your business differently. Some of you are wanting to completely get out of the corporate arena altogether. But you can't be afraid, Capricorn, of going towards your dreams and aspirations. Now is the time in 2020. Alright, and I see it's like a window around March or April, where if you want to jump ship, you better jump ship, Capricorn. Alright, and you better jump ship with a plan. Now, when Jupiter's in Capricorn, sometimes we don't have a plan, we just jump ship. I quit. I don't want to be in this relationship anymore. Alright, for some of you, it's I want to be healthier. Some of you just want to change to your routine, the way you do things. But there's something here, Capricorn, where you've gone through the worst of it. Okay? You've gone through the worst of the emotional turmoil. You've gone through the worst of the emotional baggage. And now it's time to stand up. Now it's time to be strong, Capricorn. 2020 is here, and 2020 is here to teach you a lesson. About self-improvement. Okay? Self-improvement. And sometimes self-improvement is letting go. Now, let's go back to when I was talking about my client reading. Alright? I remember I pulled 2 cards, and then I said I had to go. I had a client who I had to do a reading for. And the big theme of that client reading was letting go. But remember I said there's an understanding that letting go is not the end. Letting go is making space for new. Do you hear what I'm saying, Capricorn? You've got to let go in order to allow new to come in. Alright? You've got to take that leap of faith. You've got to believe that what's meant to be will be. That if someone leaves your life or if something leaves your life, it's meant to be. And that person or that thing leaving your life is making room or space for something or someone new. Or is making a space for a better relationship with that person or that thing. Sometimes you have to step back so that we can get a clear perception of what's working and not working. And then when we realize what's not working, maybe there's some things that we can tinker with. Compromise. Or, if you're not willing to compromise, if there's no room for compromise, you got to be willing to let go. Because in this letting go, in this season of letting go, Capricorn, you are making room for some beautiful things to manifest in your life. Alright? You're making room for some beautiful things to manifest in your life in terms of love, in terms of money, in terms of security, in terms of your relationships. But you can no longer suppress yourself or even suppress parts of yourself. You can no longer even suppress your voice, Capricorn, in order to make other people happy. It's not going to work in 2020. Alright? There's going to be this inner fire you have within you to let it out. Alright? There's going to be this inner desire within you to no longer hold yourself back. Things are going to move forward really fast once you let go. Let go of the dead weight. Alright? For some of you, you're going to be letting go around March or April. Others of you, it may take a little while longer. Maybe around August or September. But some of you, once again, need to take that leap of faith. Even if it scares you a bit. Even if you feel like you're taking on more than you can handle. Sometimes it's all in your thoughts. Alright? Sometimes, Capricorn, it's that inner child. That worried, scared inner child getting the best of you. Alright? That inner child that has not yet been healed, but still wounded in certain ways. Okay? "2020 is the season of change for Capricorn. And it's exciting. It's scary, but it's exciting at the same time. It's scary because you don't know what lies ahead. It's exciting because there's hope for a better future. There's hope for change. There's hope that the way things are right now are not how they're going to be a month from now or 2 months from now, 3, 4, 5, 6 months from now. As long as you're doing the inner work, Capricorn, you're always going to succeed as long as you're doing the inner work. Okay? You're always going to triumph over drama, over people trying to pull you down. You're always going to triumph over that. Some people are not going to be happy for you and the changes you're making in your life. But were those people that you really wanted in your life in the first place? Stop sacrificing yourself for other people who wouldn't do the same for you. Stop putting your arm out to save others who need to learn to save themselves. That may be harsh, but it's something you need to hear, and it's something those people need to experience. You need to save yourself first, Capricorn. You need to start putting yourself first. Now, of course, we have people that we have to be accountable for, like our children, maybe our pets. Alright? But if you're no good, if you're not putting yourself first, then you're going to be no good for, you know, your children or your pets or your husband or your wife. Does that make sense? Because peace, balance is what you are craving, Capricorn. And it's what you're working towards in 2020 is balance and peace in your life. A feeling of, you know, I'm exactly where I want to be. Even if there are certain parts that you're not totally happy with, it's better than where you were. Alright? So know that your spirit is working towards something, even if it doesn't make sense to you, Capricorn. Your spirit is working towards something in 2020. It's working towards change. It's working towards peace and balance in 2020. Some of you are going to be called to spend more time in nature. Some of you are going to be called to give back. Listen to that inner calling. Whatever that inner calling is asking you or speaking for you to do. Okay? Some of you are, like I said, going to be manifesting your dreams. Some of you are going to be manifesting traveling. Some of you are going to be manifesting a new home in 2020. And a home with a big backyard where you can plant a garden and you have a big tree. Something you've always wanted since you were a child. You've always craved. That feeling of home, that feeling of peace, that feeling of I belong. You've been fighting for a place of belonging or a sense of belonging in a place where you weren't really meant to belong. You weren't meant to belong with low vibrational people, Capricorn. You weren't meant to belong with people who only take, but don't give. That's not your game, Capricorn. Some of you are going to have the chance to travel. Some of you are going to find that in traveling, you belong. In traveling, you'll find your tribe. In traveling, you'll find people who understand you. In opening up your mind, alright? If this isn't traveling, and opening up your mind to the idea of traveling, or the idea that maybe there is more out there for me. Maybe I am limiting myself. Just opening up your mind to that, you're going to open yourself up to some amazing things, Capricorn. And it may start slow, alright? For some of you, it's going to be immediate. Alright? Sometime in January or February, you're going to be like, you know what? I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to start, opening myself up to this or that. And just that thought, just that energy you're putting out there, over time, throughout the year, you're going to find that you're going to attract those things to you. So, for example, maybe sometime in January or February, your New Year's resolution is to lose weight. Just that thought is going to attract certain situations to you that help you to lose weight. Maybe you find, a mentor, alright? Someone you can look up to on YouTube, alright? Or on the internet, on TV. Maybe you find an awesome diet that works for you, alright? But in letting go, once again, you are allowing newness to come through, Capricorn. That's the theme of 2020. In letting go, you are allowing newness to come through. And sometimes we're forced to let go. Sometimes we have no other choice but to let go. And those moments can be the hardest. But those moments are also the moments that show you the strength that you really have and the courage that you really have. Capricorn. You know, at certain points of the year, you may feel like your life is over. You may feel like things are harder than they seem. But there's nothing that you cannot deal with that will come your way this year. There's nothing that you can't handle. Alright? God, the universe, spirit would not put anything on your shoulders that they knew you wouldn't be able to handle. Hardship makes you a diamond in the rough. And you're going to heal your inner wounds, Capricorn. You're definitely going to heal your childhood wounds, okay? And in these changes you're making, Capricorn, within yourself, I just picked this up. You're going to be a better example for people. You're going to be a better example for your children. You're going to be a better example for the people that look up to you. You're going to be a better example just in the way you carry yourself. Just in the way you maintain yourself, maintain your household, maintain all that you have. But even while you maintain everything you have, it's like you're striving for more, and that's going to inspire people. You're going to inspire people in 2020. Alright? You're going to really inspire people. And it's going to be a beautiful thing. Because for some of you, you're not even going to realize that this whole time you've been an inspiration. It's so interesting how sometimes we think we live our lives in vain. We live our lives just for ourselves. But we never know. You never know who's looking up to you. You never know who is watching you. And man, these changes are going to make you a happier Capricorn. A happier sea goat. A sea goat that's more in tune with his or her emotions. You're no longer going to be suppressing yourself, sacrificing parts of yourself to make others happy. And in that, people are going to want to know, Capricorn, what's your secret? How do you stay so strong? How do you do what you do? And when you tell them, I did the inner work. I focused on me. I put myself first. Some people are going to look at you foreignly, but others are going to be inspired by that. Others are going to want to be around you even more because you, once again, you're going to radiate this joy, this beauty, this essence of peace, this essence of I'm where I want to be. In 2020, you're going to get to a place of where exactly you want to be. Okay? Man or woman. So that is your reading for 2020, Capricorn. How exciting. I hope you got some clarity and insight. I hope you have a great year. Thank you for listening and watching. Remember, this covers the entirety of the year of 2020. If you would be interested in a personal reading from me, check out my website, LAMARR to purchase your reading. Remember, I do astrology birth chart readings, and I also do psychic tarot readings as well. I do have a special right now for the new year. It is the 2020 special. It's $100 for one candle of your choice. You also get a 30-minute recorded psychic tarot reading and a 30-minute recorded birth chart reading. So check those out. I also have other specials. Check it out at LamarrTownsendTarot.com/specials. And remember, you can also call me or text me at 703-791-9162.